Hey, welcome back to our 3D figures video series. Today we're going to talk about how to find the slant height of a cone or a pyramid. Now you'll need to find the slant height of a cone to find its surface area, because surface area is pi r squared plus pi r L, where L is your slant height. So to find our slant height, first of all, identify what measurements you're given. We're given the height of the cone. We're also given a diameter. And we know that our height and our base are always at a right angle. So I'm going to use that to make a right triangle There we go. And I want to find L. I want to find the slant height. Now I know the height is 23.4 inches, but my right triangle only goes to the middle of my base. So instead of 17.6, I'm going to use 8.8 inches. That's the radius. And then, of course, from there, you would use your Pythagorean Theorem. So here's my hypotenuse. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared, or L squared. And then, what you do is you just simplify the left side. 8.8 squared plus 23.4 squared. And you'll get 625 equals L squared. So to undo that, just take your square root of 625, which would get you 25 inches. And from there, now you have your L, so you can find your surface area of the cone. Let's look at a pyramid next. Here's a good example. Here I'm finding surface area again. So you would just find the surface area of the base, and then you'd find your lateral area. The base is not too hard to find. It's a square, 18 by 18. But to find our lateral area, I'm going to need to find the area of this triangle, which means I need the base and the height. I've got the base of 18, but I need the height. A lot of students will get tricked on this one. They'll think the height is 12, but in fact the height is that slant height. So here's 18. And I need to find the height. So how do I find the height? Because I only have one measurement. Well, what I can do is I can make a right triangle with my height, my base, and my slant height. Here's my right triangle. I'm going to make that right triangle out here. It's 12 centimeters for the height. Now this is just, since it's the height of the square pyramid, it's halfway through my base, which means this is 9, and I need to find my slant height. Same idea, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And if you know your special right triangles, if you know your Pythagorean triples, you'll know that this one is 15. It's a 3, 4, 5 right triangle. And now that I have my slant height of 15, what I can do, I'm going to erase all this. What I can do now is I can find the area of one of these sides. And I can do that by using the height, which I know now is the slant height of 15. And my base we already knew was 18. So 1/2 base times height to get my total area of one side. Do the same thing for the other 3 sides since this is a square pyramid. And that would get you your surface area. One last note, how do I work backwards? Like what if I told you that the surface area of a cone was 628.32 meters squared, or square meters, and I wanted to find the slant height. I already know the radius is 8, that's not too bad. But look at what information you were given. You were given the surface area of a cone. And I know that surface area for a cone is pi r squared plus pi r L. Again, slant height. Anytime you're given information like that, start off with the generic formula and then plug in what you know. I know the surface area is 628.32 equals pi times my radius squared plus pi times my radius times L. So now what I can do is I can say, okay, well this is 2 things added together. So first I'll subtract off my 64 pi from both sides. I'm left with, let's see, 628.32 divided by 64 pi. Make sure that's in parentheses in your calculator. I would get 3.1. Sorry, subtract that off. I would get 427 rather. 427.3 equals 8 pi times the slant height, and then I see multiplying, so I'll divide to get rid of the 8 pi. That divided by 8 pi would get me 17. So my slant height would be 17 meters. And then if they asked me to find the volume, I could use that information now to find the height and to find my volume. But at least for now, I'm working on slant height. So let me know what questions you have about finding the slant height or working backwards. And I will see you in class. Have a great rest of your day.